There is somebody for everybody, but what if you don't want nobody? My name is Renee, also known as Queen SUMMA. If you are not familiar with me, and I share insights that I derive after spending time with God in the hopes to bless you or at the very least help you smile. Y'all, this week has been a doozy. I don't know if it has been for you, but for me, it's been a doozy. But God be so heavy when life gets like this, so I'm thankful for that. I love feeling the presence of God, feeling the essence of God, being reminded of Yeshua HaMashiach, also known as Jesus Christ, getting insight on the essence of the Holy Spirit, you know what I'm saying? And really just kind of slowing down, not like in life, but on the inside of myself mentally, right? There's something so numbing about grief that really makes you slow down, right? It really make you say, oh look, I can't come around that right now. I can't really be involved in all that right now. I gotta slow down, bro. I gotta tend to this. You feel me? Because honestly, I personally don't really like being out and about for real like that when I'm going through certain stuff. But with the type of career I have, with the type of lifestyle I have, I've learned how to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, I wasn't intending on saying this in the beginning of the video, but if you have been dealing with grief, loss, or something like that, understand and remember that God is close to you. The Lord is closer to you than a brother. So a couple of days ago, like around December 9th, the Lord had gave me a download that said that there's something or like somebody for everybody, right? And I said, okay, but what if you don't want nobody, right? What if you don't want to be around nobody? What if the people that you have been around ended up trying to kill, steal, and destroy stuff in your life? What if the somebodies that insisted on being in your life were not really good? You know, sorrow was added to those connections. You know, what if you don't want nobody? Like, yes, somebody for everybody, but what if you don't want that? You know, and every now and then I get a list of notes. I do have some that are accumulating for YouTube content. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, you might want to go ahead and do that. Hit that bell so you can be notified when I release these videos, because they gonna bless you or at the very least help you smile. This morning, a couple of songs that came to my mind and playing, you know, connecting with a certain individual. One was You Got a Friend in Me from the Toy Story movie. You got a friend in me. And then the part that I heard specifically was when you're miles and miles from your warm bed, you got a friend in me. So some of you guys are better off with just your friendships. You know what I'm saying? Some of you guys are going to be married to somebody who you've been friends with. You know what I'm saying? Like real friends, not they just being your friend because they want to get close to you, but they your friend because they care about you, because they had a heart of God for you. Like you can legit be yourself. Like you can take your wig and your lashes off around this person, bro. Not bro. What? A bro. Cause I know some bros out there that wear wigs and lashes. You know what I'm saying? You could take all that off around this person and just chill and be yourself, crack jokes. Like they not gonna be like, man, you corny. They not gonna be disrespectful. This is y'all. The Lord said it's gonna bless the child like side of you. I don't care if you 70 years old. This friendship is gonna be like you and God. Like I don't know you personally, but I bet money that God make you laugh. I bet money that you sleep good when you around God. I bet money that you have had enough experience with God to know that he's trustworthy and that you can, when he say something, you can believe what the Lord is saying, that if the Lord tell you to go somewhere, you can trust that, oh, it's finna be a moment. You know, like when oh my God, closer than a brother. Like they don't do you like your family do. They don't play in your face like your family do. You know? They don't exclude you like your family do. Then the other song was And the DJG and everything. That my best friend, go best friend. What is that song? I didn't even look it up to listen to it. I'm gonna listen to it after recording this video. But go best friend. And my DJG and everything. And she go playing. Go best friend. What is that? It's a guy. Like I can't remember, but if you remember, I'm gonna look it up after this. But that leads me to thinking, God said it's somebody for everybody, right? So this person might not always be like a lover or somebody that you have an intimate relationship, but best believe you're not gonna be lonely. Even when you alone, you're not gonna be feeling lonely. There's somebody for everybody. And when he said that, like right now, what I'm inferring is he talking about him. Like he's that somebody that's for everybody. Jesus is that somebody that's for everybody that'll accept him. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody for everybody, bro. And best believe that if ain't nobody in the world for you, because sometimes life will put you in a position where you feel like, man, I don't got nobody, ain't nobody got my back. It's nobody really for me. God said it's somebody for you. But what if you don't want nobody? That's your choice. If you choose to reject the people that God sent to you, and you choose to reject the people that he loves you throughout everything that you go, because God said he gonna be there as you come and go. God said he's gonna be there through you no matter what. But you have free will, so you can reject that. You can deny it. You can be like, no, I'm good. He's not like the devil. He not gonna force nothing on you. He not gonna, you know, really, I was finished that he not gonna disrespect you, but the Lord said, no, I'll chastise you. The Lord said he will chastise you. And some people feel like they feel disrespected. They get in their ego and stuff. They be like, oh, that's not holy. Like they start saying that God is not holy for chastising them, but the devil is usually a liar, right? See, that's the difference. When God chastises you, it's going to be the truth. He's just gonna be telling the truth. When a person really gets to reading you, they just gonna be telling the truth. But when the devil gets to talking junk about you, he be saying stuff that's like no longer true, or like was never true, or like he be lying, or he really be trying to like say, oh, this is gonna happen, like, he really be trying to put fear in your heart. But God just be chastising, he be correcting us, like telling us we know better in certain areas of our life, right? He not like calling us stupid, dumb. We're never gonna, he gonna be like, bro, you know better than this, bro. Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. Lips dry, bro. So it's okay to get into a season where you like, bro, I don't even want to deal with nobody, but make sure that you are making time for God, making sure that you are taking care of your spiritual heart, making sure that you are keeping yourself away from bitterness, keeping yourself from being broken, keeping yourself from being busted, keeping yourself from being disgusted, because nobody else might, but you might have a friend though. God might be, oh my God, I'm seeing an animal. Like God just showed me a bird coming for some of you guys. God will send so many different things. You know what I'm saying? Just so you know that he is with you. He's that somebody. Tell me you're that somebody. God is that somebody. He is a somebody. So, oh, you're so beautiful. Like, not beautiful, but precious. You're reminding me of the concert that I had went to this past week for my daughter. She was in a Christmas concert, and there was a section of the performance where the freshmen, or it was like the young choir or whatever, went up there and sing and stuff, and you could tell on their face that was like, whatever. But when they started singing, bro, it was an innocence, right? And I'm feeling that same thing with you. I was just reminded of a conversation that I had this morning about a person's generosity too. You probably are somebody who is very generous, very giving. Like every day you are giving, every day, and you are sowing food, money, clothes, shoes, transportation. You are sowing information. It's like, and you are not doing it for nothing to come in return, right? So it's like, that's why God keep on blessing you. That's why so many opportunities keep coming to you. That's why the universe keeps on opening doors and windows for you. That's why nothing can kill, steal, or destroy anything in your life. God said you are giving more than 10% off of, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's written to just give 10%. God said you've been giving more than that. And it's like a flow. It's like an ebb and flow. And I love that for you. I love that for you. And the people in my life, bro, I am inspired by you. I'm becoming more like you. And it feels amazing. I feel like God adds a little bit more grace over your life when you are like that, bro. So shout out to the people who are really philanthropists, who really have resources and wealth and things that flow through them and to them, you know, because I'm like, bro, what would life be like? I don't even want to know what life would be like without people like you. Because I've experienced the other aspect of that. I've experienced the other spectrum of that. So I'm so thankful to know that everybody ain't like that. And even though I could be like that, bro, some of you guys, man, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to project. I have experienced being completely generous, completely giving, completely caring and things like that, and a person straight up disrespect me. A person straight up tell me, man, you ain't, they use it as an opportunity to tear me down. They wasn't putting me down. They put me on. Nah, they put me down. Some people, they could have put you down. They could have put you on. But they didn't. And you still achieved a certain level of success and even were generous to them at a certain point. Ain't that amazing? That sounds biblical. So going back to the beginning, I can understand why you would not want nobody. Why you would be like, yeah, somebody for everybody, but I'd rather be by myself. I'd rather just be in the presence of the Lord. I'm not depressed. I don't have no issues for real with nobody. I done forgave everybody. I just kind of just want to be in a space that's clear of negative energy. That's clear of extra negative energy, because I got enough of my own. I got enough that I'm obligated to subject myself to, so I don't need no extra energy like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's something beautiful about being able to go in your room and close your door and sit on the corner of your bed and unpack the matters of your heart with the Lord, versus giving full vent in your heart to someone who doesn't even really care about what you're going through. And maybe they do care, but they don't really show it the way you need them to. You know, maybe they care in their own little way, but certain people have a certain level of capacity for concern. You know, they don't care like God does. You know, they don't really be able, and then if they don't understand what you're trying, you got to use extra energy to interpret how you know, it's like, I don't even really want to talk about it. I kind of just want to get through this part. You feel me? While still building and creating and innovating and transcending and transforming, and right, because you're going to continue to generate. You're continuing to manifest things, so you have to make sure you're staying focused on what you do want in life versus what you don't. So my attention was just brought to my get up. Like, I'm wearing a robe, you know, my pajamas and stuff with this little Christmas hat I threw on. And I'm playing, meeting with a friend that was like, oh, look at you with your Christmas hat. I bet your tree up and everything. And it is, y'all. If y'all ain't see the shorts, go check out the short, my little Christmas tree. It's skinny. I'm like, I need a big old fat Christmas tree, but I'm thankful for it. It was a gift someone brought to my door, and I was so thankful for it, and I am So very thankful for it, bro. And we've decorated it and stuff, but you know, I understand some people aren't into the antics of holidays and things like that. But in the essence of people like Tabitha Brown, if you are not willing to have a good time, don't mess up nobody else's good time. Right? Just because you don't want to celebrate for whatever reasons, don't mean you should stop other people from celebrating and decorating and spreading cheer and stuff like that. You feel me? Because no matter how much grief I was feeling while decorating, like, yeah, the tears would flow, you feel me? But I could understand. I felt the cheer. Long story short, I felt the cheer. And cheer is just happiness. It's just a light weight, something that relieves the weight of your life, of your day, of whatever you're going through, bro. It's something that leads you to smile. It's something that adds a little sparkle to your life. Not, I don't know about the hand signals. I'm not with anything, you know. I've been saved by the Lord Jesus Christ. I'm baptized and, you know, but I'm not a fool. Like, I've lived long enough to love my enemies. I've lived long enough to appreciate my enemies. I'm not worshiping anybody. I don't worship nothing but the Lord. And I love how he deserves the devotion, right? Like, I know that the adversary gives good gifts, and indulge me. I know this is a little bit off topic, but maybe somebody's eating Takis, but God is truly worthy of the devotion, of the praise, because he's actually there, and he's not there in a weird way, right? The adversary is like that weird friend. He's there, and you know, he's fake as, you know, he fake as you don't know what, and you just like know, like, even when you don't want him there, he's there. You feel me? Like, God comes by invite. You feel me? Like, God is invited in so many different ways, but you can't even leave a crack open. Like, and he will sneak in. As far as the adversary, like, he's like a thief. Okay, he is a thief. Excuse me. He is a thief. He is a thief. God. Some of you guys have had friends who were literally stealing from you. They would literally take things from you and laugh about it like it was a joke. Things that you cared about. And they knew you cared about it. That's why they took it. They saw that you cared about it. So, you know, so just remember, God. Tell me that somebody. What is that? Somebody. God, is that somebody? But what is this song? Tell me that somebody. Let me find out, because it felt like Aaliyah, but I can't remember the exact song, but I'm getting like a different melody, and I'm like, let me find out like, I'm writing a song right now. No, it's like a mashup. It was like, that's somebody. Tell me that's somebody. Then it say, when you say I was out with somebody else, with my girl, told me she saw you with some girl, and I didn't accuse you of something that I didn't see myself. Okay, so, ooh. I ain't finna get into all that. You feel me? I feel like whoever the vibe is for, y'all know what God is talking about. You know, maybe your somebody was out with somebody else when your girl saw you with some girl. Yo, I don't know. But again, ain't nothing wrong with you taking a little time to yourself and just not ignoring the red flags next time, right? Don't ignore the red flags next time, okay? I know a lot of times we feel like we can handle it, like, oh, that ain't nothing I ain't never been through before. I grew up around stuff like this. But God is saying you don't got to, though. You don't like that. So you don't have to deal with that, you know? And I'm gonna leave this message at this. Until next time, be blessed and at peace. All right, bye.